games here and there since you took over, but not Nico yet. So how is his role any different than the ones you've had to fill in before?
So losing Dempsey was critical, right? Okay. Losing Nico is same type of deal, but again, the guys are we have to drag them off the field. I mean, the group is in such good spirits that we have to drag them off the field. So that will be a spirited group. Who's ever on the field, whichever player takes his place, it's going to be a spirited group. So that's how I deal with it. We figure out the tactics we want to use and put the guy on there and expect him to do his job.
Sure.
So is the main thing here to trust the process that you guys, the coaching staff, puts together? Whoever's out there, just trust the process.
Well, we would hope that they trust the process because we believe in the process, what we do, how we train, all of those things. Yes, we would like them to do that. Players have to, go through ebbs and flows throughout the course of a long season. The team is on an uptick, so I think every player is kind of believing in that process right now, so it makes our job a little easier.
Coach, again, you're playing Vancouver. You just played them a couple weeks ago, got a nice win at home. Is there anything specifically that you're focusing on that you thought you might have been able to do better against them the last time out?
Well, that was a tough game. I mean, it took Jordy's brave moment to get us through. Vancouver's a good team. Carl's a great coach. So I expect that they will be ready for us. I know they had a good result in their Champions League. So that's a team that, can play. So what we will try and do better is just, make sure we finish our chances. Make sure we establish good possession. Make sure we get our set pieces right. All normal things against any team. Just so happens it's a Cascadia rival, and it's it's a must-win game for us.
Jordan was saying after the LA game that he feels like the game's kind of slowing down for him recently. Is that something that you've noticed in him, and kind of what do you think of his progression as it stands now compared to earlier in the year?
That's good. I like hearing that. All right, that was the first time I heard that. So, nice work. I would think that his confidence has grown, and does that confidence grow because the game's slowing down for him? Sure. I think when you see things clear, you able to make better decisions. Better decisions translates into, better performances, more goals, that type of stuff for a forward for sure. So I'm happy to hear that the game's slowing down for him. He still has a ways to grow, but I'm happy.
Ante Razzo was telling me earlier this year that he's such a nice kid off the field, and that's kind of one of his strongest attributes, but that he maybe wanted to see a little more kind of mean streak on the field. Is that something you've seen at all in him lately?
Well, we can't change individuals. You can push the needle maybe a little bit. You can steer him in the right direction, but he is who he is. I don't think if we beat him up every day at training, he'd still be a nice kid. So his mom's still going to make him dinner. Christian's going to come over and have dinner. That's not going to change. Could it be more effective? Maybe that's the word, instead of, because we're never going to have him, like Dempsey gets angry. You see Dempsey's face. He's so into the game. Jordan's just a different person. So Jordan's, confidence, his ability to blow by Daniel Steers, all of those things come natural to him. But it probably too much to ask of a kid to turn him 180 degrees and turn him into a real angry human being and I'm going to score every time I get the ball. So I would think we just let him grow and develop. I think this year is a great starting point for his career, and we've still got 4 games to go.
We've seen Aaron Kovar back in training for a few weeks now. Is there a chance that he might be in the matchday squad this week?
Sure. There's always a chance. Kid works hard.
What's been holding him back from making the
squad? Depth. All of a sudden we have in the midfield we had Flacco come in and Freeberg's back in it, and Brad. So we got some depth.
Speaking of depth, how is Brad? Again, 4 straight games now. him out in there, and how's his recovery coming?
Looks good. Looks good. You guys can ask him here in a second.